Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought today we would have a look at the event vehicles before they are released in the event tomorrow. Understand that obviously these, even though they're in the game, they're not fully finished yet. Already there was a few changes done to a bunch of them which aren't live in the game yet. So that's the general look at. I'll leave a link to the Datamines if you want some extra information, and also the links if you want to view them yourself. The way that you basically do it is you open the links in the wiki if you are logged in, and then they'll open up in the game. Pretty much as simple as that. So this is the CCVL. This is the American light tank, which is coming into this event. Probably the main prize for a lot of people that you can find. It's actually got a ton of really interesting features on it. So its upper glacis is 38.1 millimeters. It's the aluminium alloy that you see from a lot of other stuff. It's pretty well angled, so you could probably ricochet a lot of stuff off of it, but the turret itself is not going to be ricochetable, I suppose is the word to use. You'll be able to really not protect against anything when it comes to this turret. It's got some angles on it, but not enough to really stop anything. It's very similar to the VFM5 when it comes to its armor layout. Not going to be that useful. Even on the sides, you're looking at 6.35 millimeters and then 25.4 underneath. So it'll stop some autocannons, but hardly any of them. The booty's 25.4, and that's it. No extra armor on it, so it's going to be a bit rough. It does have a 3-man crew because it has an auto-loading system for its 105mm. And what's interesting is how the crew is set up. So you have the two guys in the turret, the gunner and commander, on the left-hand side as you're looking at it, and the driver in the center. Then you have this massive ammo rack of 19 pieces on the side, so very similar to what you have from the German machine, the Term 3, where it just has this huge ammo rack, which is pretty easily shot at. So you can either shoot the crew, the 2-man here, or you can shoot the ammo and make the thing go pop, whichever works really. It does have this kind of rolled homogeneous armor, the 6mm between the ammo and the two guys. So if you kind of shoot here and it spalls, it will probably stop that, which is kind of interesting to see. It is powered by a 509 horsepower engine. Remember, this will not be its final stats because of obviously all the modifications and everything like that on top of it, which will be quite nice. The vehicle itself right now is sat at 9.7, but there was a further data mine that bumped it up to 10.0. And the reason why it got bumped up to 10.0, sorry, my voice is dying, it has been doing for days, is because they gave it different rounds. So right now, as it is in game, it has the Heat FS as a stock, the M735 as a rank 1, and the C76A1 as a rank 4. Now in the data mine, they removed the M735 and then they added the M833 APF SDS as a rank 4 modification. So the C76 is probably going to replace the M735, and then the M833 is going to go here, just to give you an idea. It also gets Scout UAV. Right now it doesn't have it, but it should get it going forward. The other thing is its stock repair cost will be 4,110, which is pretty cheap considering for the vehicle itself. Its actual rewards, its RP multiplier is 2.26, and then SL is 1.53 in realistic, which is quite good. It does have access to thermals, only Gen 1 though, so not great, but it does also have thermals for the tank commander as well. So if you want to use the commander view, you can do on this thing. It also has a laser rangefinder, which will be nice for the machine as well. Plus it has an absolute metric ton of smoke grenades. This thing has it has access to, as you can see, 32 smoke grenades, and it fires them off at 2 at a time. So you'll have a lot of coverage. You can see all the smoke grenades on the side here, and as I said, they fire off at 2 each, 1 on each side, so you'll have 16 launches to be able to keep yourself alive, which I think is generally pretty nice for the vehicle. The other stuff to also mention, it has all of the camos that you expect from the American side of things. So it has all of the late tier camouflages from pretty much all of the vehicles that are around, even the 3-tone carc if you want to bring it along, which is quite nice. And also something to note is it has a really good turret rotation, really good reload, and really good gun depression. And I was thinking, how the hell does it have good gun depression? With the fact that its breach is like really high here, obviously 2-plane stabilizer, coaxial 762 right here. I was like, how the hell is this working? So I took it into test drive, and to kind of show you why it has really good gun depression, its gun actually does this. So it pops out the top of the turret like a lot of other ones that we've seen. So that means that it'll have really good gun depression, even if, you know, you can hide everything. So if you're above something, you can hide the whole vehicle apart from the gun, and nobody will be able to hit you. The ammo is also low, it's not actually in the turret, so if you just go turret up, if you don't shoot the left-hand side of it as looking onto it, you're going to struggle to shoot it. What's also nice is it actually has shell ejection on it as well. So you can see there, it pops the shell out of the back, which is really nice. And that's always quite good. It has dual drive as well, so turning's easy, and as I said, it has a ton of smokes that you can throw out everywhere, which is going to be beautiful for the vehicle as well. Overall, this vehicle is looking super nice. It's looking very mobile, and once again, just show you the thermals. That's Gen 1 for the gunner, and then for the commander, you can also see it's Gen 1 as well. So that's basically how it works. It has MVDs for everything else, so nothing too crazy. But this should be really nice. I think if they decide to put it up in BR to 10.0, which is the kind of idea already, and give it the M833, they're trying to make it different to the ones that already exist in the game. Like they're trying to make it different to the other, like the XM8 and the AGS and the VFM5. And if they want to do that, they can do. I would actually prefer them not to do that though, because then the higher BR this thing goes, the little bit more worrying it's going to be for it, because it means that the stock grind is going to be harder and harder for it. But it has all the capabilities of being a very good vehicle. Mobility, good gun depression, good reload. The only thing it doesn't have is armor, and armor's not really required if you get the first shot off. The reverse is also okay. You know, 14 could be better, could be worse, but you know, there's vehicles which you know, are a lot less mobile than that. It's not got a lot of armor on the top of it, and if it does get seen, it will just die. But just as a general light tank, as a mobile vehicle, this one should be super fun going around. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank Nicholas Richardson, Elove Goat, Pyman675, Winter Scientist, Merciless Reaper, Jerry Prevolt, Megadino King, Orange Tail, Teddy, John Ryman, Universe, Ambrosius McClellan, Daniel Stanton, Moxie, B. Young, Uncle Bean, Sem Arslan, Derek R., Bareen, Lafouche, and Samuel Slick for supporting the channel.